Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, the day-to-day grind, prime time grind all the time. Well, we have found out when the snapshot for Beta 2 is going to be taken. It's going to be taken on April the 30th. So you have about 6 days, 5 to 6 days of grinding. So what that means is for me, 10548 is definitely going to be in Beta 2. My 4 Pythons will be in Beta 2, and my cutter. I should definitely be at 11 by the 30th, maybe higher, but I think we're good for that time. So also, if you watch some of my other day-to-day grind preparing for fleet carriers, you'll hear that Frontier has lowered the running cost. It's still $5 billion for the fleet carrier itself. They did cut 35 to 45% off of the services, and where my weekly upkeep was 127 million, it'll probably be between 15 and 20 million. And we'll have universal cartographics. The ramp up time will be 15 minutes instead of an hour, and our cooldown time will be 5 minutes instead of an hour. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to activate all the services except for black market, and it'll probably be 600-700 million. I'm going to go out to Edmondson High in the Beta Hydra system. Now, Beta Hydra is a permit, so we can't park the fleet carrier in Beta Hydra, but we can park it next door, like in a system next door to it. And there was a system that we did park in. I don't remember the name exactly, but it was just to the south, if you're looking at it by the galaxy map, right next door, and that seemed to work out okay. So we'll probably wind up parking it there again. And Tritium will take us twice as far, and in Edmondson High, they had 247,000 tons available. So if they still have that available, I'm going to fill up the fuel tank, the 1,000-ton fuel tank, and then put 16,000 tons into storage. That should take care of us for a while. And like I said, Tritium will go over twice as far. So for an example, let's say 100 tons of tritium would have gotten you 130 light years. Well, now it's going to be over 260 light years. So that part's good. And if you go into debt after 4 weeks, they would decommission your carrier. Now it's after 10 weeks. So you have time to catch up. So that's most of it. And on the space legs, the planetary bases, and on landing on planets with atmosphere, that's been an ongoing leak, supposedly from within Frontier or someone that knows someone at Frontier. And it was talked about last year, and it's been talked about again. And Frontier themselves have said their largest update to date ever in Elite Dangerous will be in December of 2020 or 3306. So that all kind of makes sense by all the talk we've heard over the last couple of years about what was coming. So it is a big year for content, so that's why grinding is very important. So that's why we keep making these grinding videos, so you get to see the progression of what you can do if you are willing to grind. Now, because I do videos, I spend as much time on editing and pushing to YouTube, publishing, as I do playing. So if I do an hour record for a video, it'll take me additional 2 hours to get it onto YouTube. So I could grind a whole lot more if I wasn't doing video, but because of the viewership, it looks like it's very necessary, because even though it's after beta and our viewership has slowed down, it's still over 8 times what it was prior to March 26th. And I'm sure the closer we get to beta 2, that will pick up again. And I'm going to bring it to you. Like today, we found out that the snapshot's going to be taken on April 30th. So you have, at least 5 more days to grind. And, I don't feel urgency now with 10.5. I think we're more than good. But, for one, it's to help you with the progression, help to motivate you to grind just a little bit more for what you might need for beta 2 to get that 5 billion. You're probably going to need 7.5 billion though to be comfortable. Is just a guess, maybe 7 to 7.5. It took me about 7.5 in beta 1, but upkeep costs are less, and the activation costs are less. So maybe 7. But we should be good this time. We'll keep plenty of tritium on board. And, we're just going to shoot for that 16,000 tons plus the 1,000 in the fuel tank. But we'll see how much spare storage we have. I'm not really worried about selling commodities. So I might have it to where you can donate, or not really donate, but we'll probably buy it much less so you can help the carrier. So you can sell it to the carrier, tritium. So, and we could buy commodities for a lot less than what the going rate is. That way, it's kind of a way for you to support the fleet carrier if you wish. And it will be open to all except for Notorious, because I feel it brings NPCs around the carrier when you have Notorious access. So, no, we're not going to do that. I did turn that off about halfway through beta last time. So we need to get up to the 10.55, and that should be pretty simple. About 1.219 should get us there. And so one run to Sothis Mining and back should take care of it. But be sure to press that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner of the video. It doesn't cost you anything. It will help me with YouTube eventually. I'm far from their minimum required subscriptions to get support from YouTube, so I need your help. Plus you get notified when I create these new videos, like the new snapshot date and things like that. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I appreciate all those that have already. Underneath the video, in the description, at the bottom of that, you see ways to donate. Please consider donating. No amount is too small for you to donate, so I'd really appreciate it. It would help us out with the enormous costs that are involved. And underneath the video to the left, you see my YouTube channel, where there's over 570 videos as of the publication of this video. And there's probably many more than that, because I haven't checked in the last 2 or 3 days. It was just at 570 about 2 or 3 days ago. So there I've been recording everything since January, and things that I feel might be important, I've put it onto video since January. So it's all newer content. So please go out to my YouTube channel and view more videos. And there's an About tab there that has my contact email if you would like to contact me. And you can also use the comment section. So we need to get out to Sothis Mining. Let's make sure we got that plugged in. Sys left. Sys left. We don't have it plugged in. And where the carrier will be located is here. Guia DTQ B321. So if you want to know where that's at, and where we parked it last time, and we'll probably park it there again, is where that bookmark is. It'll be orbiting that moon right there. So be sure to go there and check it out. So let's get started. Get the preliminaries out of the way, and hopefully the video works, because about 2% of the time it doesn't. It's a small percentage, but when it doesn't work, it's a pain, because I have to re-record or have to overlay audio
Landing gear
or something.
retracted.
Clear of the landing pad. Regulate speed until outside the exclusion zone.
But it was good news that the snapshot is April 30th. Would I rather beta start on April 30th? Oh, absolutely, but okay. At least we have a date. Sys left.
DeLacy, Romeo Golf, India. This is Federal Flight Control. You're clear for approach. Ensure you submit a request before touching down, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging.
And those of you that feel nauseous by watching my videos because I use a VR headset and my head moves, I'm very sorry.
4,
Wish that
3, 2, 1. Engage.
wish that didn't happen. I wish it was more smooth for the way you see it. I only play VR because I like to be immersed into the game. It actually feels like I'm flying spaceships, and that the game is semi-real. Semi, because it's a lawless place with all the interdictions. It's like you going to work or to the grocery store and you get carjacked up to 7 times every time you go to the grocery store or to work. So it's extremely excessive and insane how many times we get interdicted. Yes, that's why we make the credits we make. We're a little more comparable to what the miners can make, and the mining is not my strong suit, so I don't get it as well as some of the super miners, but I can make credits transporting cargo from extraction stations elsewhere, like Sothosios. Sothosios works really good for me, except for the interdictions. But again, I have not perished, and I haven't given in to the pirates in over 8 months. It's probably more like 10 months. So you can go through this without dying, but I would suggest modding your ship with the engineers. And I have engineer videos on how to unlock them. Sys left. Sys left. And how to work with the engineers. Now in June, I don't think I'm going to do it in beta 2, just because what we do in beta stays in beta. But in June, I'm going to take the fleet carrier with all my ships, including 3 more cutters, and probably a set of 4 small ships and some super jump ships that have roughly 80 jump range. I'm going to take those around, make a tour of the engineers. So that's my goal, and that'll be in June when we're able to buy the fleet carrier. So continue to watch my videos, subscribe so you get notified when I create all these videos, all these many more videos, and consider donating. Is this left?
Docking request granted.
I come in hot because I have ships that follow me around the galaxy, NPCs, because I play solo only, that try to beat me to the request. It works better. See, these ships will come in and they're always trying to beat me. And that one's a crate.
Landing gear deployed.
But this game is an obstacle course. They're always throwing obstacles in your way and trying to frustrate you.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
I think it's odd that a company would want to frustrate its players. But they do. They try very hard to frustrate you. And they're very good at it. That kind of amazes me. Sis left. Try to take the older ones first. Now I don't think I have enough Brunels available. Let's see how many Brunels we have. See, most of them are New Dawn and on purpose. We get more available missions to New Dawn, and I'll take gold and palladium to New Dawn. And I'll only take, initially, palladium to the other stations. But since I have 10 hours left, we'll pass up Babbage and Brunel. See, I would have more of a rush toward Babbage because that's where all of my modules and my other ships are. But we have till April the 30th for the snapshot. So there's not as big of a urgency there. I think I'm pretty good when it comes to being ready for beta 2. And the snapshot is what you're going to take into beta 2. So deliver 120 palladium. I think there's another 120 palladium for New Dawn. Sys left. Because we took this one up here, which is fine. Let's look for another one. Because we only needed a little over 1 million, so. Sys left. Deliver 2 units of silver. No, well, because it's 2 units is the reason I took silver on that one. Because the 2 units, 2 and 3 units for around 1 million, that's a pretty good deal. Let's check all the small ones. And take all the New Dawns just to get them out of the way. You get those for donating to the factions. So, as you can see, the reputation bar is maxed on all of them. You need to do that. Before you'll see the larger mission payouts. See, like that donate, you'll need to do that to each one of the factions while you're building that reputation. It pays for itself, it really does. Okay, we're full.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Now I come back and I look for gold and palladium. Again, gold only goes to New Dawn, but palladium will take for any of the 3, Brunel, New Dawn, or Babbage. And that's the only places we're focusing on at the moment. See, that's Babbage. I'm not in a rush for Babbage yet. When the time gets closer, yes, then I'll take the golds for those. See, sometimes that you come here, there's very few missions, good missions available. That's why I stack them. Sys left. You can have up to 20 and I have 11. So there's really no missions available, but I still have plenty of missions to deliver. If I run out, we're going to go do something else like Dav's Hope and Jameson Crash Site. It'd be a good time to go do that. So, and I'm sure we'll do that before the 11 day, or before April the 30th gets here anyway. Sys left. I need to plug in the destination again. Sys left. Sys left. Come on. That voice attack is not a fix-all. It is not. You have to tell it like 3 times every once in a while. It's a pain too. I got pain points and all of these things. But I am totally shocked that Frontier listened to their players. Just totally shocked. They just normally do not care about their players. You can see here in Cios I have the original Sidewinder, which yesterday I modded it. Just because I could. Imperial Cutter and 3 more Pythons. So it's fun to have the reason I show you those things, it's fun to have the credits. If you're willing to grind, you know, just when you can. I just have the type of on-call job that I'm sitting around waiting for a call all the time. So I can do these things, like record massive
Landing
amount
gear
of video.
retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
And what I try to do is create a way that you can come along with me. You see the progression of my day-to-day grind. So I try to create enough videos so
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
so you can join me. And so you can see everything, how everything is done. Now sometimes I'll go run out a quick run to the engineer and things like that, but I have engineer videos already. So you need to watch those. I have material trader videos. I have collecting materials at Dav's Hope and James and Crash Site already. And it hasn't changed. It's all been since January, so it's all new content. And I have like the Guardian surface site where you collect the blueprint for the Guardian FSD booster. So I have the videos for what you really need. And then we talk about it all the time, what you need. You need a comfortable ship. You need to have enough credits where you can test ships. And you can sell them back. Now they don't give you full price back. But you know, I have purchased every ship and have tried them out. And the Python is my ship of choice. Like I said, it's my ship of choice. Might not be yours. Sis left. And see, those pirates will pop in behind you out of thin space because they have superpowers. And they can fly much faster than you can across the system or across the galaxy to get to you. And I have not died in probably 10 months. I was thinking about it. I've been saying over 8 months, but I think it's probably more like 10 months. I think it's been since July or August was the last time I died during the game. Second day I was playing, and I knew from that moment I needed to do something because this is not working. So I watched a lot more videos too, trying to figure out what do I need to do. And then I started looking for ships with the greatest agility and cargo space, since I'm in the cargo transporting. And we have another one that probably wants to toil with us. They'll come in and out of that range. See, I like going slower if there's a threat until I can just dart up there. So if he's in front of me, as far as I know, he can't interdict me. Sis left.
DeLacy, Romeo Golf India. We're happy to have you, Commander. Priority access will be granted upon request. Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 07. Acknowledged, Commander. Clear for assisted docking.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. You get priority access going into the station, but you have to wait in queue to come out. And if that clock ever gets under a minute, I would go ahead and relog. Log out to the main menu and come back. Because you don't want to be fined. And inside the ship, they can shoot you if you take too long. So that's not good.
Landing gear deployed.
And if you log out, log back in, you wind up back on the pad. So maybe the log jam that there was might not be there when you come back.
Solid contact. Power down your engines. Welcome to the station, Commander.
Now everybody should play the way they're comfortable in playing. But if I get into a situation where I'm not comfortable, I log out to the main menu and then come back. Because I don't have extreme combat ability, or even care to have extreme combat ability. I'm a trade explorer, not a combat. Do I have combat? Yeah, I'm competent, 18%. And the next level is expert, I think. Which I'll never be an expert even if I get that ranking. But I'm not anxious or an urgency to reach that. I don't have to have triple elite. I have a double elite and that's fine with me. Sis right. So you see my combat ranking, 18% competent, trade rank 100% elite, explorer rank 100% elite. I haven't done any close quarters combat. So we do have 87 left somewhere, so we got to find that. And you see we passed the 10.55 for this video, as long as the video worked. Like the last video, half of it didn't work, so I had to re-record half. Is this right? Okay. So we hit our goal. We will do another video at 10.6. And again, April the 30th is the snapshot date. That's when they take a snapshot of your live account, and that's what gets used in beta 2. So you have at least 5 more days to grind if you want to use that in beta 2. Like, I'm good. I think, 10.5, 10.6 is more than enough for beta 2, but there's never going to be totally enough for in credits. There's always going to be some content that eats up your credits. So that's why I'm grinding. We need to get back to Sothis mining, and we'll end this video there. Sis left. Now there's 2 material traders here. There's one in Sothis and one in Ceos. One's an encoded, and that's in Sothis, and one is a manufactured, and that's at Burnell. See, the encoded is here at Valinsky Enterprises. They have an encoded, and Burnell and Cios has the manufactured material trader. And I have asked on the wish list post in the Frontier Forum if they could add material traders as an option to our fleet carrier. Now, they haven't responded to that, and maybe that might be something in the future that they might add. Would be nice. Be sure to look to the bottom right and press that subscribe button. It does not cost you anything, but it helps me with YouTube eventually when I get to the minimum subscribers to get support, and you get notified when I create more of these videos.
Landing gear retracted.
Detach confirmed. Regulate speed until outside the exclusion zone.
And I've got a video of an anaconda that's in front of me. Now, we'll hit things down here when he makes these wild swings. You can watch your shields. But this anaconda was right in front of me, and the station opened fires. I mean, laser beams coming from everywhere, hitting that anaconda, and he just explodes right in front of us. So look up the video on my YouTube channel called Anaconda Destroyed, and you'll see that. There's a lot of fun videos. Look up Pirate Attack. And the last one, how pirates will be frustrated with you because you dart into the station. He came out of Super Cruise right in front of us as we were in Autodock, and we slam into him. So you should see that. And I probably will add 3 more cutters before April the 30th.
Frameshift drive charging.
Maybe just the stock ones, just to have them.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Since I have plenty of funds, it probably won't be maxed out. I have 92 modded modules in stored modules. And I do have some of the engineered blueprints. So we could move over some of those stored modules and upgrade some of the existing ones, like during beta if we wanted to, just because we have them available. So I'll probably between videos look up and see where we can pick up those cutters. Now we can go out to Jameson Memorial Station. It's in the Founders. You have to have at least 1 elite status to get in there. So I might go over there and pick up the three cutters, or at least purchase them. Because we might want to play with those in beta. And by June we'll have far more available credits, so yeah, I think I want to do that. Since we know the snapshot date, it's going to be April 30th. And between now and April 30th, we'll probably run around and pick up some, items that we think we'd like to have on that on the cutter. Sis left.
Docking request granted.
But we'll wrap up this video here at Sothis Mining. And I might do another video on going out and picking up the cutters. Or at least purchasing them, because we'll have to have them transferred. And we'll go to Jameson Memorial just because it's 10% cheaper. Because it'll cost me probably the 10% to have them moved.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Well, I appreciate you coming along. We did hit that 10.55, so that's probably going to be much lower, at least 600 million, because I'll go out to Jameson Memorial and purchase those Cut 3 cutters. But that'll be part of the videos too. I don't know if I'll make up the whole 600 before I start doing preparing again, because that's a little much. But we'll show you in a video where we go purchase those. Because it'll be part of our fleet. Support ships. So again, please press that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me with YouTube, and you get notified for these additional videos. And please consider donating. In the description, you can see how. And underneath the video to the left, you see my YouTube channel page, GFM_RDG, where there's over 570 more videos that you can watch. So until next time, thank you for watching.